Good evening, my friends. Welcome to WDW Radio Live. More importantly, welcome to a beautiful night here in Disney Springs. I came out to have a little dinner, actually right here at Morimoto Asia, which never, ever disappoints. The atmosphere is great, the food is amazing, and if you don't try the ribs, you're just plain doing it wrong. The weather is beautiful, it's not too crowded, everybody's having fun, and so it was the perfect night to take you out with me. Jennifer Subco, nice to see you. Jim Orahowski, I have not forgotten about having coffee, breakfast, and or lunch. We'll just make a full day out of it together before I start traveling in just a few weeks. But I figured rather you watching my head, sitting at my desk in my office, we would come out to Disney Springs, we'll walk, we'll talk, and tonight I'm going to try something that I have never done before, something brand new, and so of course I wanted to take you with me. First things first, let's check the audio, how we sounding. It's a little bit too noisy in the background, if so I can turn noise canceling on, otherwise let's just go ahead and start taking a walk and see if we can figure out what it is that I have planned to do tonight that I have never done before. The only hint I'll give you is that it is something brand new to Disney Springs, and I will leave it at that. And no, it is not standing in line for a cookie at Gideon's, although I would, even though I'm admittedly not a sweets guy. I do make certain exceptions from time to time. Alana, Katrina, Andrew Milan, good to see you all. Wish you were here, wish we were walking around together in person, because Disney and Disney Springs are obviously better when they are shared and enjoyed with friends. It's hopping tonight, man. It is not a holiday weekend, it is a rando Wednesday, but there's all kinds of stuff, live entertainment everywhere. Cats and dogs living together. No, we're actually not going to the boathouse. We're not going for an affogato. We're not going to the hangar bar. Linda Lammers, my friend, how are you? So as I'm sure you may have seen, there is a new Gideon's mystery location that is opening up, I think right down here a little bit. I'm very curious to see sort of the savory side of Gideon's Bakehouse. Matthew Woolley of Married to a Disney Addict fame, and as of just a few hours ago, WDW Radio episode number 854. I think we had a fun, lively in or out conversation with Matthew and Lisa Donato-Glassner. A lot of different topics came up, and they were not all food related, I promise. This is going to be the location of the new Gideon's Savory Spot. Robert, yes, I remember meeting you. How are you doing? It was nice to meet you and your family. I think Paradiso 37, still kicking. Six Ravens, that's the name. I couldn't remember what the name is. Chris is eating his Gideon's cookie right now. The line, as you saw, is massive. And I really should not be eating Gideon's cookies tonight, especially after I had a little bit of sushi, a little bit of gomoku fried rice. It's got duck and pork, savory, a little spicy, one of my favorites at Morimoto, which still never ever disappoints. And oi, those ribs. What is your favorite? Okay, if you were in Disney Springs right now, even if you've eaten already, who cares? If you were in Disney Springs right now and I could take you out to dinner, any restaurant here of your choosing, my treat, which restaurant would you choose? Where would we go? You and me, little date, or bromance, whatever you want to call it. I need to get my steps in before the cruise anyway. I've got to lose a significant amount of weight between now and then. We had a great call last night before our WDW Radio cruise on the Disney Destiny, which is just a couple of weeks away. We have, I think we have 153 people coming, so it's going to be a blast. A lot of boathouse in there, which should not surprise me. Although Sean Roberson, not just of Disney water fountain fame, but mostly Disney fame, Polite Pig, another one. I've never had a bad meal there. Angela Batista of Mouse Fan Travel fame got hooked on Polite Pig back in October. Polite Pig is like, it is a multifaceted meal experience, because you could go there for a like casual lunch, you can go there for a big dinner. If you are a bourbon or a whiskey, like I have friends who are very, very much into it, and that is sort of their go-to spot. Like dozens and dozens of very high-end and exclusive bourbons and whiskeys, and that really is where they like to go for a nice evening. So yeah, again too, bless you, I've never had a bad meal at Polite Pig. Andrew Milan, I haven't eaten at Deluxe Burger since the week it opened. Had their Homecoming too. Another, Homecoming is another one that never disappoints. Mel Pick, I believe Becky Menken from Mouse Fan Travel is on board. I believe we do have, I think there's still a few staterooms available, because as long as the ship has staterooms available, you can come and join the group. So ping Becky, or I think, I'm not sure if I saw Sue Passauer on here. She might be able to help answer that question better. So Kristen says she'd go to Summer House, wondering the secret spot was Enzo's, but I passed. It is not Enzo's, and it is not Summer House. And I've been to Summer House, but only for brunch, which was okay. I need to go back for a full meal and live dining review. The problem is nobody will go with me. If only there was somebody, anybody at all, who would go with me. I would love to give Summer House a full try. Wait, I saw somebody just said they would pick Kira. Oh, first of all, I love Kira, and I love the fact that Kira said eat. Eat is worth the walk. I love Eat so much. I love Manit, but I also love Eat by Manit Chuan. The walking taco, the pani puri. And if you've ever been sort of afraid of Indian food, one, you shouldn't be. Two, this is a great, easy way to sort of dip your toe in a non-scary way into Indian food, because it is very, very, very accessible. Let's see, let's take a walk to the Star Wars store just for giggles. And this is not what I was talking about. Look at this moment this dad is having with his daughter. Come on, don't be cheap, Dad. Buy her the lightsaber. Look at how happy she is. Mom, don't ruin it. Come on, honey, we're trying to save money. Put the lightsaber back. She doesn't need it. Don't do it. Oh, Dad. Come on. Try a different one, maybe a different color. Now I'm invested. Dad, don't cheap out. These are where the memories are made. My dad always used to say, you can always make more money. I want to find out. And then I'm going to tell you a quick story, because something that I just saw in the background just reminded me of something. Wait, I'm going to turn the camera around so I can tell the story and we can follow along to make sure Mom is not ruining it. That's it. Come on. Oh, there you go, Dad. Look at that. No, don't put it back. What? Oh, no, don't do. Dude, she's so disappointed. You know, she'll tell her therapist about this one later on in life. You're going to pay quadruple for that because of all the therapy bills, but it's fine. I'm not judging. Okay, anyway, let me turn this around for a second. That got really dark really fast. Okay, so one, hi, thank you for being here. Something in here just reminded me of something, and I want you to understand I'm giving you context, and the story is not about me or where I was or what I got to do, but just how cool this thing is. So if you can see up on the shelf, oh, it's all backwards. I think I'm pointing to it. Can you see on the shelf? Let me turn this around. If you look on the shelf, there is a, come on, Lewis, not that way, that way. See this chest right there? It made me think of what I think is not just one of the coolest pieces of movie trivia, but one of the coolest pieces of movie memorabilia, more importantly, that has an incredible story attached to it. Let me explain. Let me back this out and get away from the loud family. So if you are a movie buff like I am, not as much as my brother, who's seen almost 9,000 movies, but that's a whole different conversation for a different day. We all have our thing. So I think one of the coolest pieces of movie trivia and movie memorabilia stories that I ever heard, I just found out recently when I was in California. I think there are very few perfect or near perfect movies that have ever been made. I think one of those movies that you could argue, maybe it's not perfect, one of the best all-time superhero movies, let's just qualify it that way, is the original, one and only, Christopher Reeve Superman from 1978. If you remember, in that movie, when they are in Lex Luthor's lair in the subway, wait, I want to put my glasses on so I can read comments, in sort of the underground, like abandoned subway tunnels, he convinces Superman to open up a chest that contains what? Kryptonite. Hilarity ensues, but good ends up winning out anyway. I want to sort of duck into this window area. That same chest was used elsewhere as another iconic movie prop. That chest, which this chest reminded me of, oh, Lewis here, know what you, was also used in the original Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. That chest was the one that Obi-Wan Kenobi used, opened up, and gave Luke Skywalker his father's lightsaber. Super, super cool bit of movie history and trivia. But wait, there's more. And this is the part that's not about me, just Otisburg, just a little place. Miss Desmacher, okay. So that same chest was used in both of these incredibly iconic films. It went up for auction not too long ago. And someone who we all know and love is a massive movie, superhero, Star Wars fan. And when it came up for auction, was like, I need it, I have to have it. The person who now owns this chest, which I think just adds to the legacy and the history and the coolness and the provenance, is one Mr. Kevin Feige. Just let that sink in for a second. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Superman, Otisburg, and now Kevin Feige. It may be the single coolest piece of movie memorabilia and story that's attached to it, and again, because of where it is now, it just adds to such like an amazing legacy of it. Okay, very, very long story, but I wanted to share it, and there you go. And that just reminded me because of seeing that chest in the Star Wars store. So, and so again, this is not about me. And the reason why I know this was when I was in California last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, I don't know when it was. I actually had an opportunity to go up to Kevin's office and spend like an hour just sitting on the couch. Which as these words come out of my mouth, I still can't believe it. Sitting on his couch in his office, just talking about Disney and Marvel and Star Wars, and that's where I had learned about the legacy of that chest. But they say never meet your heroes, man. Kevin Feige is exactly the guy that you want him to be. He is the nicest, humblest, coolest guy on the, oh, I walked right by the Marvel store, didn't I? Wait, let's just take a look in. I never even made it into the Star Wars store. That was the whole point of stopping there. Wait a minute. Let's see if there's anything cool in the Marvel store.
que va a ser muy popular.
So I am a massive, massive Daredevil fan. So you can buy this Daredevil mask here, but if you are as big of a fan as I am, I don't know if they sell it on Disney Store or Marvel.com. They now actually sell not just the mask, but they sell the mask with the billy clubs. It was my Christmas present this year, and it is super, super cool. Next time we do a show from home, I'll show it to you. It's awesome. You can actually wear the helmet. The billy clubs are super, super heavy. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 comes out this March. I'm counting down the days. Class has tried on. You know what? I don't need any more embarrassing photos of me out there on the internet. I can generate those pretty much without even trying on silly masks. So doom is coming. Doom is coming. We actually talked this week about Dr. Doom and Kevin Feige and Marvel and where sort of Marvel is, where it was, and where it's going, and just how much may or may not be riding on Dr. Doom, Avengers Endgame, and how much might be riding on Wonder Man. I don't want to give too much away from our conversation, but Wonder Man is a pretty obscure character that I don't think a lot of people have a connection to. Comes out on Disney Plus in a week, I think. I think there's more riding on Wonder Man than people might really understand. Why? Not because he's a significant character, which he may or may not be, depending on how he's integrated in the future. But I think if this Disney Plus series does not do well and is not received well, I think the fatigue and the frustration that some Marvel fans have when they need a little bit of a palate cleanser, I think if they have another disappointing showing on Disney Plus, I think that might be a pretty big matzo ball. So. Lisa Donato Glasser, also from this week's In or Out segment. We had a lot of fun, I think some very interesting and intriguing conversations, not just about Marvel, but also about the Disney parks, specifically Walt Disney World. What can, should, stay, go. We're talking about some legacy attractions. We also talked about the future of the company as a whole, including what I think is the beginning of a longer conversation that I think we're going to have on our next Nation call about the next CEO, or CEOs, plural, question mark? Randall says, get a donut. Randall, I'm not really a sweets guy. You may or may not have heard. Hannah Bird, nice to see you again. But whoever said to go to Everglazed, that's actually the right answer. And I cheated just a little bit because I did do a drive-by earlier tonight. Let me explain why. I saw on Everglazed feed yesterday, that they have a new donut. You're like, Mangello, you just said, one, you're not a sweets guy, and two, do you have a mirror fatty? Maybe you should skip the donuts. I know, but this one's different. It is a hot honey donut, right? A lot of, hot honey, I have to go back. It's a hot honey, it's like a hot honey chicken donut or something. Wait a minute, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Wait, it might not be up here because they're sold out. Yeah, I literally got the last one earlier. It's a hot honey, wait, I'll find out exactly what it was. I want to make sure. What was the hot honey donut that you had? It's hot honey.
Hot honey cornbread.
Hot honey, thank you, hot honey cornbread. So it technically isn't a sweet, it's a savory. So what I did to make sure that one, we didn't have to stay online, and two, that they would have one available, is I did a little reconnaissance mission and I got the very last one. So we are going to try, everything I said in my little video was true. We are going to try for the first time something brand new together. And there's going to be, let's see if I can do this. Okay, wait. If only there was anybody who could share this donut with me. Let's see if I can pop up this tripod and let's see. It sounds super weird, but in an odd way, it actually sounds intriguingly good. And I got enough forks for all of us. And all of it's, ooh. I don't know what it smells like. I mean, I smell the box, but okay, so let's cut this baby open. First of all, the donuts here weigh like 3 pounds. Hot honey cornbread donut would be even better with a few chicken fingers. I think that's supposed to be the way. So when I say hot, I do mean like if you watch the video on the Everglazed Instagram, they do sort of drizzle hot honey on it. So I don't want to do that. The Coconut Delight is my favorite. I like the ube donuts here. I'm like a simple guy. Like ube, I like a little blueberry frosted, but let's just, oh my God. This is sinful. But it's savory, I think. Oh my God. How is one human being supposed to eat this by him or herself? Let's try a little frosting. It's different and I don't know what it is. Oh my God. This is it is definitely dense. Let's see, let's sort of rip a little piece off. Not that you tuned in to watch me eat, but I was just wildly curious. God, I should have gotten a coffee. He likes it. Hey, Mikey, wait, this is actually really good. Hannah, it's a hot honey cornbread donut. So I'm assuming this is cornbread crumbled up and drizzled on top. So Jennifer, I thought it was gonna be dry too, and it's not. The outside has a glaze on it. So it's kind of sweet, but it's also kind of savory. Wait, I sort of dig this. Wait a minute. So much for your diet, Mangello. Like, there's no way you could eat this whole thing. I gotta put this down or else I'm gonna eat this whole thing. It's actually really good. I do need a coffee, but it is way different and better than I expected. It's not overly sweet. Dan says we're witnessing Lou become a sweet guy right before our very eyes. Clearly I'm very easily swayed. Like Kentucky Fried, it is finger licking good. This is definitely not a first date food either. I'm tapping out. Not because it's bad. I normally don't like what I call Instagram donuts, which I think are more show than flavor. I don't like the ones that are piled on with Fruity Pebbles and all kinds of like jellies and jams and sauces. But the cornbread, and there's no heat from the honey, but you can taste the sweetness of the honey. It's actually a really nice donut. I don't know what I'm looking around for, like some sort of reaffirmation, like, yes, Lou, it is a good donut. I mean, you can share this. I mean, you can feed a small city with this, but to the chefs at Everglazed that come up with these Franken donuts and all these unique flavors, I can't even bring this home because I don't have kids at home anymore my son would polish this off in 2 bites, but hot honey donut gets 2 thumbs up. I dig. Well done, Everglazed. Well done. I still don't know. I have to get rid of this because if I keep it here, I'm going to keep doing this. And somebody said, yeah, the Everglazed donuts like this, they are pretty dense. So it is a heavy, dense donut. There's a lot to it, but I actually kind of like it. Keep this one on the menu. So when I come back with friends, we can chop it up and share it. I'm clearly never going to sleep tonight, but if I did have one of those little like cold brews, it'd be a nice way to finish off the evening. Close the box. I know, that's exactly, Megan, I'm going to do that. I'm going to ditch these. I'm going to close the box. If you're in Disney Springs and want to come by, I'd be happy to share what is left of my donut with you. I promise my hands are relatively clean-ish, but I used a knife and fork, so. The Girl Scout Thin Mint Donut should be back next month. Kyle, you seem to know a lot, maybe creepily too much, about the flavors and schedules of Everglazed, but there are worse things to spend your time and money on. Now I want to see what these other people got. No donut share. Becky, I can't eat this. I cannot finish this whole thing. Like, I wish I would have brought a friend so I can share this with. Like, I'm literally looking at the orange garage, like, do I know anybody who's coming off who wants half of a 17-pound donut? And I'm not going to, I can't bring this home and have it tomorrow, So Heather, it's a little bit both. Like, it's a dense cake donut with like a glaze on the outside, and then it has the cornbread crumbles on top and a drizzle of hot honey, and then a not so super sweet, don't open the box, don't do it, a not so super sweet dollop of, it's almost like a cream cheese type frosting. Chuck, the reason why I need to ditch this is because the urge to eat it will hit later on tonight, and we don't want that to happen. I have a group cruise coming up in a couple of weeks, and I need to get in some semblance of shape before then. Why is this doing? Oh, what is this? What's happening with this? I don't like this new little mini tripod because it's not. There you go. Do I enjoy simple iced coffees and brews too, as opposed to the more complex? Yeah, I'm honestly, Kristen, I am not smart enough to order at places like Starbucks. I don't know the difference between a mocha latte frappuccino and a Dunkarito slim, skinny, whatever. Just give me a coffee, maybe a little bit of hazelnut, a little French vanilla. Pumpkin is really my go-to. I will, as long as Dunkin' has pumpkin, I will just keep on returning until pumpkin season is officially over. The cream cheese frosting cuts the sweetness. You know, the cream cheese. Oh. Look how excited I got. I told you I don't like this new. Oh, what did I do? Wait a second. I told you I didn't like this. I got so excited. I didn't say the cream cheese frosting cuts the sweetness. I said there's like cornbread on top. So, like, man down. Like pizza donuts make for a good breakfast. I think a nice blueberry cake donut with a nice cup of hot coffee. I got so excited I dropped the phone. Yeah, but I mentioned not being a sweet. Hannah, I love pumpkin coffee. I may or may not have gotten fearful near the end of October and went to Publix and got like 3 of the pumpkin creamers for coffee and as many K-cups of Dunkin' Pumpkin I possibly could because I was afraid it was going to go away.
That ran so fast.
Yeah, I'll just hold this here. I just didn't have it lined up. The gimbal starting to make its way to Boathouse. William, do not do me any favors and send me any of that snow. You're not a sweets guy, and I'm not a coffee rhino. I saved the donut, though. I did save the donut. So, Angela, I would pumpkin year-round if they listen. Angela, you have more pull at Dunkin' than I do. Make that happen. Wilbur Brimley is watching you and my diabetes, which is why I only try to. Is the blueberry cheesecake back at Boathouse? No, I was there for a meeting a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was a month ago. And not that I was getting dessert, but I think we were talking about it. I think I was talking about with the server, and I don't believe it's back yet. What do I think of the Gideon 6 Raven announcement? I dig the idea. I think Steven, the creator of Gideon's, is very, very smart, not just in terms of as a marketer, but I just think in terms of a businessman. I interviewed him way back on show number, insert number here, so I'm curious to see what this new concept is going to do. It's not directly attached to it. It's a couple of shop doors down, but I think based on the Gideon's name and reputation, I think it's going to do very well. So I'll be curious to see once it does open. Katrina, I think, is counting down 18 days, 3+ hours to the cruise. So much time and so little to do. Let me go back. Priorities is saving the donut. Let me see. Oh my God, you're getting 12 to 18 inches of snow. I'm just catching up on comments. So there you go. I sort of overhyped the let's try something new, but I did see it on my feed and I was like, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be in Springs for dinner. Let's go and check it out. It was worth the $6, which, by the way, you also get annual pass discounts here if you're an annual pass holder. So, of course, now I have my fingers are all kind of sticky with donut. So, I don't want to waste half this donut, but if I take it home, I'll eat it, and that's going to benefit no one. So, all right, let's turn around and let's go take a walk. Let's start heading back. I have to get home and finish doing stuff for this week's show. I haven't gotten the show notes posted yet, and I've got 716 other things on my to-do list to get done. Nice work, pal. Good job, Everglazed. I will say, what Everglazed does really well that you might not think about, and I should sort of figure out a way to do this. Their chicken sandwich may be still in the running as the best chicken sandwich in Walt Disney World. And I say that with Homecoming, with Chicken Guy, with some of the other locations around here. Their chicken sandwich here is that good. It's the funky chicken. It's right there. And their iced coffees are fantastic. So, and yes, whoever said the breakfast sandwich is delicious as well. By the way, being here next to the theater again reminded me, tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day that Disneyland handcrafted debuts, please, please, please make sure you watch it. When you do, leave reviews on places like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, anywhere that you can leave reviews. Tell your friends. It is such a good watch. And I think that there are so many, and I'm going to talk about this. I think I'm going to write a post either for LinkedIn or for my site. I think whether you are a Disney fan, if you are a business leader, if you are an entrepreneur, I think there are a lot of lessons that you can extract from watching Disneyland Handcrafted, and you should, because I think, you know, especially for those of us who are entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, Walt Disney was the ultimate risk taker, and this was the ultimate risk and the ultimate gamble. And his quote about when you believe in a thing, believe in it unquestionably, really sort of is driven home with this. Because if you don't believe in something unquestionably, how are you going to convince the people around you, the people under you, and the people that you want to attract to believe in it as well? So this movie is not about Walt per se, but certainly about the belief that he had, and the belief that I think every single one of these artisans and workers had in it as well, and the trust that he had in them to execute on his vision. And if you've never watched Leslie Iwerks, The Imagineering Story, it is an absolute must-watch on Disney Plus. And my hope, not just for Leslie, but for Disney fans, because I think it got lost with the release of, because it came out when Disney Plus launched, is that people will watch Disneyland Handcrafted and be inspired to go and watch. I think there's maybe 6 or 7 episodes of The Imagineering Story. Kyle, good to see you, man. We'll catch up soon and eat. I love the live music. It's a good question. Are there any aspects, if any, of downtown Disney that you miss? Yeah, there's actually a lot, to tell you the truth. Let me take a seat here. So things I miss from downtown Disney Pleasure Island days, first and foremost, the Adventures Club, far and away is number one. I miss Mannequin's Dance Palace. I miss 8 Tracks. I miss the Comedy Warehouse, that's where I first met people like Carol Stein, who was the Hat Lady in the UK Pavilion. You can now see and hear her playing in the lobby of the Grand Floridian from time to time. I miss the fireworks factory. I miss celebrating New Year's every night. They had literally a New Year's Eve party every night with a DJ and fireworks. I miss Rock and Roll Beach Club. I know I haven't mentioned any restaurants other than Fireworks Factory. I also miss the pleasure, and it's Raglan Road now, but I also miss, I would love it now, certainly at this stage and phase in life. Let me just do this so you don't hear all that background. I would love the Pleasure Island Jazz Company to come back. Matt, not only is she a really good piano player, incredibly gifted and talented, but she is the nicest person as well. How much of the time-lapse footage from the towers Walt set up? David, it's, I give Walt and the team around him so much credit for having the foresight to hire all these people to capture not just the time-lapse footage, and there is a lot of it that's used, but have people on the thing that Disneyland Handcrafted, I think, is one of the differentiators, is you don't feel like you're looking at it from a 30,000 foot view. You feel like you're standing on the ground watching, because there is so much action that's happening around you and super close up. And I think that's one of the unique selling aspects of Handcrafted and what makes a difference. Zach Brown if you listen, it's not from the Zach Brown Band, something better. What's wrong with my hair tonight? He's from the Zach Brown Show. Go check out his podcast wherever you get your podcast and subscribe. Zach Brown is an example of like great people doing great things, and he's just an all around good dude. So.
Hi, my name is Brandon. I'm with Team Minute. We wanted to bring you a little treat, just so you enjoy a little surprise,
Dude, that is the coolest thing ever. What's going on, man? How you doing?
It's going good. How about you?
Awesome. So wait, what is this? What did you bring me?
I got you the Penguin Glove. This is really good. It's a slushy. It is alcoholic, but it's really, really good. So I just want to come by and say hi. Hi, guys.
Were somebody watching and saw?
Yeah. Someone was watching. We're all watching, and wanted to come by. It's kind of surprising,
Oh, that's crazy, man. That is like one of the coolest things that's ever happened on a live.
Heck yeah. No, absolutely.
I'm gonna come by. I'm gonna talk to. Oh my God, I just drew a blank on his name. Your GM.
Paul?
No. Maybe it's a Paul. I don't know. I'll forget. But I'm going to come one Wednesday. I'll do a live show from.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a bunch of food and we'll eat and drink.
Yeah, I'll be there next Wednesday too.
Awesome.
Just call for me. Yeah. My name is Brandon. I'll be happy.
Here, hold that for a second. I got to try this out. Yeah, man.
Yes. Let me help you out right now.
How long have you been with Eat?
I've been with Eat for about 6 months now.
Dude, Eat is still sort of like the hidden gem over there.
It really is. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know that they're there, but when they do know, they always keep coming back.
Yeah, man. First of all, check this out. That's cool.
Heck yeah.
Is it like a little? It's like a little penguin.
Yeah, I'm with you. Look, it matches perfectly with the Ricky in the background.
Oh, that's nice. What is this?
It's a penguin club.
Oh, I'm gonna be here a little longer tonight. Yeah, man, this is awesome.
Heck yeah, and it matches too with the scenery because you got AMC right there too.
This is nice, man. Brandon, you just made my a great night even better.
Oh heck yeah, I'd love to hear that.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Pleasure.
I'm gonna come back and see you guys again soon.
Beautiful.
I appreciate you. How cool is that? Now you have even more reasons to go eat.
Yes,
at Eat.
Absolutely.
Awesome. That was so nice of you.
Yeah.
Thank you for finding me.
If you ever need me, my name is Brandon. I will be here next Wednesday.
Okay.
So just call for me. I'd be happy to help you out, man.
That would be awesome, man. I'd love to make that happen.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Have a great one.
Appreciate you, and that was so cool. Thank you. Aw. They're so good. That is wild, man. And Eat is like, Eat is, that's why I didn't go there. It is like all the way, from where I was, because I'm parked in Orange, Eat is, it's not that far of a walk, but, it's all the other side. For him to come over here and track me down and find me and carry this all the way over, that is just, that's it, right? You want to know what the Disney difference is? You want to know what separates this park, this place, and these people from everywhere else? That's it. Zach Brown, he walked a long way to bring me a slushie and I love my little penguin. That's really weird. I just licked the penguin's butt, but it's got a little marshmallow. It's actually really good too. And that gesture is exactly what I was just talking about, right? It's what I mean when I say that good, smart business practices come from the top down. He probably didn't have to go and ask his boss and get a requisition form. That comes from Manit and a culture that is clearly instilled in that place. I've seen it before. I think that's the same thing that happened to Disney. This right here, that's the Disney difference, right? These are the things that don't make it onto social, that people don't talk about, that don't end up in a balance sheet. But these are the things that they can go, you know what? I am going to go try Eat, because it was just a simple, magical moment and gesture. For what it cost them to do this and let him come over this way, it's nothing, but hopefully, especially if you've never been there before, it says a lot about them. So go eat at Eat and make sure you track down Brandon. I'm going to try and maybe I'm going to come out here next week. Maybe I'll see whoever else, if you're in the area, you want to come out. We'll go eat at Eat, and I'm going to bring Brandon something to express my gratitude. So somebody just remind me that I need to come back here again next week, because then I'm gone all of February. So we'll get to that soon. We'll have a lot to share with you in February. Larson, Magic Man Eisenberg says the Destiny had so many differences, just which I had back on board before the snow hit Columbus this weekend. Becky, I know you are more of a just give me a bowl of plain white rice kind of gal, but I promise you, I will take you to Eat, and we will find things there that you enjoy. And if you don't, it's more for me. So there's no downside to any of that. So Beverly says we are at Disney now and plan to go to Eat. That was fabulous. When you do, make sure you tell him. Make sure you find Brandon and say that you saw that, and just sort of commend him on what he did. I just think that was super cool, man. He did not need to come out here and do that for me and for us. Katrina, definitely to find the food. And again, there's everything from flatbreads to walking tacos to things that are a little bit more spicy and flavorful, but I promise you will find something there that you enjoy. So when I do my Momentum conference in the fall, tickets are now on sale, and they're already going fast, which is wild. It is October 15th through the 19th, and I have a mastermind day on Monday. For the mastermind day, I limit it to just 6 people by design, and what we do is we're in a room there. It's sort of a very deep dive into individuals' goals and challenges, etc. But then I take everybody for lunch. We walk across the street, get a little fresh air. In the last couple of years, I've taken everybody out to eat at Eat, and it has been sort of a highlight of the weekend. So Sean Roberts says very accessible, very good. I agree 1,000%. And look, sometimes the people, it takes people to make the dream a reality. Sometimes the fact that there's good people who do good stuff like that makes a place like that even more attractive. So Andrew Mylan, I am out of town on February 6th and 7th. I am sad to say. Am I? Yeah, no. I mean, I'm going to be here the 6th, but for like a few hours just to get laundry done. So I am home for a grand total of maybe 2.5 days in February. I'll have more details coming soon. But I promise you, the places that I'm going to take you with me. One of the places I'm going to take some of you with me. It's our cruise on the Destiny, February 9th through the 14th. But then I have a couple of things after that that I'm going to virtually take with me. Do you need an idea for a business to go to Momentum? Like, how far along should one be? Megan, it's a great question. I'm happy to chat with you offline about it. I do get some folks who are in the early ideation stages, and sometimes it still is right for them. But I also want to make sure that you get the right value for your time and your money. So if you want to send me an email, sort of tell me where you are, what you're thinking, I'll tell you honestly if this is the right year for you to come to Momentum, because I don't want you to leave disappointed. But I will tell you that I have had people come in the very early stages. They come, they get inspiration, they talk to other entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, and they leave either farther along in the execution of that idea, or sometimes with an entirely new business brand and idea when they walk out the door. So, Andrew Mylan, I promise you, brother, I know we've been trying to do that for a long time. We will definitely break bread one day soon. Brandon, the team at Eat, thank you for this, and for, it's not just about this, but that gesture means a lot. That speaks volumes about all of them. So we had a call last night for our cruise on the Destiny, and if there was a drinking game for how many times chicken tenders came up in that conversation, I probably would. Can I describe the drink? It is blue. It is frozen. It has little like marshmallows on top. It's like an icy. It probably has blue curacao in it for the color, but it's not. He said it's alcoholic, but I don't really taste a lot, and it's not overly sweet. Again, I'm not a sweets guy, but I'm now having like a blue icy to follow up with my donut, and and maybe there's a little bit of dessert at Morimoto too. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. So, Sean sent an email today. Also want to connect about momentum, whether or not it's a good fit. Yeah, man, send me a, maybe what I'll do one day is, and if somebody can send me an email to remind me of this, maybe what I'll do is I will do like a Zoom call or a live, what I'll do is I'll do a live call, a Facebook Live, where you can come in and ask questions, or maybe I'll do it as a Zoom, depending on how many people sign up for it, and have a conversation about whether momentum is right for you. But you can also reach out to me directly, and I'm happy to have a conversation, even get on a quick phone call, because I know it is an investment in both time and money, and I want to make sure it is the right fit at the right time for you. So, because it's also important to me that the right people are in the room, because I want the people who are there not just to learn and take and be a sponge, but also be able to give back. Paul, you know what? Florida's wild, man. It was 74 degrees today, and it's much cooler now. I could use a little hoodie, but it's also I also run hot, so my little frozen drink is coming just at the right time. Go back. I missed some. Becky says chicken tenders. Becky, I'm pretty sure it is some sort of international water health code violation to put chicken tender in the fish extenders, which, by the way, I received today. I got a huge box in, and it was all 150, 160, 170, whatever it is, fish extenders. So I don't know how I'm going to get all this stuff from my house to Fort Lauderdale, but I'll figure it out. So Sean says momentum is a fantastic weekend. I've learned so much and have and leave so motivated. And Sean, you bring a lot too. A lot of people say a lot of nice things about you and how much you work with other people and try and give back. Kira says momentum is the best community, best business event I've been to, period. One of my two non-negotiable investments every year in my business. That means a lot, Kira. I know, again, your time and your money is very valuable, and there's lots of different conferences to go, but I think, for me, I built the conference that I wanted to attend, and hopefully, like for you and others like you, it speaks to you and the things that you're looking to do as well. William, it was so good to see you and meet you and watch you. I sort of watched the transformation happen to you over Momentum Weekend, and I love being able to see that for you. And you're just good to hang out with you, man. You're just a good dude, and I think that's what the Momentum community attracts. I think we're all sort of magnets for people that we want to attract, but I think the Momentum community is really what brings other people coming in. It's why the event sells out every year, because I don't do any paid advertising. It's people telling others about how much they enjoyed it. So if you've been to Momentum, always please help spread the word. Same thing for the podcast, because that's what it's all about. It's not about, marketing messages or advertising. It's word of mouth marketing, and word of mouth recommendations is the best organic way to grow. Matthew Woolley, I believe the dates are October 15th through the 19th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 15th through the 18th. I think the mastermind day is on Monday, the 19th. My dates might be off like by 1 or 2, but it might be the 15th, 16th, somewhere around there, somewhere in that second week of October, which, by the way, is by design, because Food and Wine Festival is also going on. So Momentum is actually at the Hilton, which is right across the street from Disney Springs. So what happens too at night is a lot of people get together, either in big or small groups, and they come over to Springs, or they go out to Food and Wine Festival. So it really is it is a great weekend. This will be, I think this will be year 10. We skipped obviously the COVID year, so I think it's year 10, but like the 9th actual momentum that we have. So yeah, so, yeah, there's a cupcake joke about momentum. So Zach Brown says, I've gone to the last two momentums, will absolutely be returning for the hat trick. Yeah, we brand you on the 3rd time, so it's good. I'll be looking forward to that. 15th through the 18th. So Lindsay says we go to Epcot and Not So Scary. Oh yeah, I forgot Not So Scary is going on too. It's hard for me to go to those things just because I'm juggling so much, but as an attendee, absolutely. Food and Wine, Not So Scary. There's a lot to do in addition. And I promise you, even if you come alone, you will meet a friend. And you can come solo, but you will never be alone. So, and maybe there'll be cupcakes this year. Who knows? There weren't last year, but we'll see. So, but yeah, if you have any questions about momentum, just shoot me an email, lou@wdwradio.com, or hit me up on DM on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Even if it means we need to get on like a quick, 5-10 minute call, if that's easier, I'm happy to do that as well. Andrew Milan and his wife are coming to Momentum this year. The more the merrier, man, and I appreciate that. I appreciate your trust and investment in me and the people that come to Momentum. Lindsay Hollinger says, my besties are my Momentum peeps. I will tell you, the people who are my closest friends really are people that I've met through and because of Momentum. And I love being able to watch not just the tide rise for all boats, but year over year, how their businesses and more importantly their lives and their happiness transform year over year. So I am grateful to any and all of you who have been to Momentum before. So yeah, I will. I probably can't do it next week. Maybe I'll do it while I'm away. We'll do sort of a, is Momentum right for you call. But I will tell you, Momentum does sell out every year. It is 50 people, 1 room, 4 days. And this is the lowest that the tickets will be. Kevin Lively has to remind your wife. Kevin Lively, I don't know if you saw, because you're one of the people who had sent it to me, I tried the hot honey cornbread donut at Everglazed. It lives up to the hype, brother. Much like Kevin Lively himself, it lives up to the hype. Kevin, you got to hit me up, man. We got to do another show together soon. I'd love to have you back on and chat all things Disney. Megan says you built such a great business for yourself and so diversified. You give back so much. Thank you. I wouldn't be able to do any of that without you. And yes, Kevin, I did the donuts, and it was most absolutely worth it. So with that, it is time for me to run. It is that band's set is almost over. So I'm going to, oops. Second. So, sorry. So I do have to run, but thank you so very much for spending and sharing tonight with me, for sharing the donut with me. Huge thanks to the folks over at Eat and Brandon for doing that. And for, I don't know if you realize how much you do for me and how much you contribute, not just to the community, but to me personally. None of the things that I get to do happen without you and your friendship and love and support. And it is never lost on me at all, any day. And if there's anything that ever I can do for you to pay you back and say thank you, please reach out and let me know. I love and appreciate you. So until next time, see ya. MasterMindTravel.com. Not a sweets guy. Not a sweets guy.